Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome to the demo for Luna Abyss. This is described by the developers as a first-person shooter with significant bullet hell elements, and based on the screenshots, that seems very correct. It seems like there are a lot of projectiles. So more of a dodging game than a shooting game, but also still a shooting game. I'm interested in the concept, and I think the art looks spectacular. So let's get in here and see what it's like. In English, please. Okay. So the image on the left is barely visible. We definitely need to go a lot darker. It is actually barely visible. Even I would describe this as more than barely visible. Although interestingly, on my OBS preview, it is completely gone. Huh. Okay, well I will adjust it until it is barely visible on the OBS preview, which is somewhere around here. Huh, it's weird that they're so different. Well, anyway, let's do this one. Okay, they have accessibility stuff for motion sickness, difficulty, and text size. We're going to leave it pretty much as it is right now. That was the fake main menu that we had to work through to get to the real main menu. But now it is time, in theory, to experience the Luna Abyss, she said, vamping to covering a loading screen. Here we go.
The end only comes.
Turn that down a little bit.
You say stop. Time to wake up, little wanderer. It's time to wake up.
Okay, some kind of android or something, I guess. We certainly look robotic. Yes, you can see what I was talking about right away. It's a very striking visual style. I am a warden.
Where am I? What happened to my body?
So presumably not our original form. This is my last entry. I've done all I can to survive, to hold those monsters back. I've tried to bury as many as I can. Shitty makeshift tombs. They deserved better. Frank went first, tore up by whatever those things are. You could see it seeping into the tears in his warden after he fell, the black liquid, alive and moving. I couldn't get to his body, but I think his soul is gone. Then Jesse, Cooper, all dead, all lost. Now it's just me, alone and thinking of you, thinking of us. God, how I wish there was more of us. I hope you get away, Sarah. I hope you got away. Hey, this is like a minor quibble, but I really wish... I don't know when it became like de rigueur for every interaction to be long press this button to interact with thing, but you could just tell me to press E for a normal amount of time, just a single button press. That'll work just fine. Okay, seems like a good idea. The Abyss provides. Got ourselves a scout rifle. Okay, so hold right click to lock onto stuff. Lock onto the door.
You belong nowhere.
Okay, so we don't have ammunition, but we do have like an overheat. I see. Yeah, the environments have a really powerful vibe to them.
That's it. You who have been chosen to inhabit wardens.
Adjustment here. Level that up there.
Who have been chosen to uncover the prophecy.
There we are. Finally, a clear connection. I see the Abyss has chosen a Fate Warden for you.
In spite of
I take it you must be from a working class background. Oh, and you found a scout rifle too. How resourceful. But enough idle talk. The Old Father has made a request. A rare piece of drift technology has been detected somewhere in the canyon. An excavation tool known as the Shield Breaker. We need you to retrieve it for study. I'm adding its general location into your objective system. Track it down, and the Old Father will reward you.
And to be honest with you, not excited about walking in this black stuff. Alright, it seems to be fine. Not super trustworthy of fathers, all or otherwise, either, but we kind of only have one way forward. So can I just... Oh, interesting. So the lock-on doesn't do what I expected at all. I was assuming it would be a thing like Res, sort of, where I would sweep the reticle across the platform and it would highlight all the things and I would shoot them. But if you hold right click, it just snaps to the nearest thing and I can't move my view at all right now. And if I kill this, as long as I'm holding right click, it just snaps to the next nearest thing immediately. So it does kind of do all the it does all of the aiming for you, which makes a little bit of sense here. Like,
you belong nowhere.
the process of killing all of these little pustules, whatever they are, it's kind of tedious, just doing it manually. But it's very fast and easy with the auto aim system. This auto aim lock-on thing. And if it is going to be a game that is largely about dodging, I can definitely see why they would want to sort of like de-emphasize the aiming aspects, particularly if the bullet hell patterns are going to be like really difficult. Okay, have a toggle sprint. That's fine. Oh.
What the?
I do not like this light shining directly in my face and highlighting me for whatever was over there. It's creepy.
Tread carefully, Fawkes. There are adrift nearby. Don't be deceived by those still with a human form. Their souls have been consumed by the scourge that rots this place. All that's left is pure horror.
Okay. Well, I think I have a pretty good sense of how my rifle works at this point, so I guess I'm ready to deal with a thing. Also, I guess another thing that's really nice about the lock-on is I saw this crystal and I was like, am I supposed to shoot that? And I put my cursor near it and held right-click and it doesn't lock on. So that feels like a pretty solid indication that we are not, in fact. Well, that's a big trail of blood. Entry number 2. There's a little bit of a gap between these. It just screamed at me. Screamed. And those things. Adrift, she said. Consumed by the scourge. What the hell's the scourge? Not even a weapon. Just thrown in. But I'm out. I got out. I'll just wait. I'll just wait till she takes me back. I promise to do as I'm told. I promise. I promise. I promise. Scout 321. Churchill. Interesting. I don't know if I want to just approach the Sinistar. This ledge I'm on here doesn't seem to... it's very dark and I can't really tell how much ledge there is, but it doesn't seem like very much.
Oh, Mother! There's an intruder! Death to the intruder! Death to you!
Okay, well those things look like bad news. So notice that the lock-on, it tends to go for like center of mass, which means that when one is behind cover partially, like that one on this walkway was, it's actually very ineffective. It prevents you from hitting them. So there are still going to be some situations, I think, where we want to do a little manual aiming. My guess is everything's going to be kill on sight, right? That feels like the deal. I don't know if that rawhead spawned inside of us or what the heck happened there. It feels like I should have a dash. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure we haven't unlocked all of our controls yet.
I should have warned you about the Mother Eyes network.
Yeesh.
Oops.
Okay, yeah, let's not have any more little oversights like that, shall we? Is that really okay? All right. I'm just assuming it would be bad if we walked near these things. I don't really know. I do think that there's absolutely no reason to take the chance, right? Especially with a gun that like has infinite ammo and effectively like the cooldown is not a real concern. Yeah, I almost don't want to talk to like spoil the stark oppressiveness of the atmosphere here. And I'm assuming these blue things are checkpoints, probably. It seems like they refill our health when they activate. Hey there.
There isn't much salvage left here, you know. All the useful technology was taken a long time ago.
Are you a prisoner?
No. I am a relic of different times. I envy you surface dwellers. These depths grow stifling after a while. I can't recall when I last saw moonlight.
A relic of different times?
We create time where none exists. It has no material meaning, no worth with which to measure. Everything that is exists only as the sum total of what was and what is yet to come. As the snake swallows its own tail, so time swallows itself. You see?
I'm not sure I do.
Nothing in life is irrefutable. Perhaps you will reach a different conclusion. But please tell me, what brings you to these decaying halls?
I'm looking for a piece of technology. Something called a shield breaker.
Ah, I see. So the automated detection system is still in working order. I use an old workshop not far from here. I think what remains of your shield breaker can be found there. Follow the path through this tower and cross the pipes that grow.
Thank you.
Take care, young scout.
So, our new friend Waif is a little bit mysterious and has a tendency to speak in artful metaphor, I think, unless that bit about time swallowing itself was really a lot more disturbing than I took it as. But my suspicion is when we get to the pipes that grow, we will see that that bit was totally literal. We will know it when we see it. So okay, hit tab to get the UI to come up and show you where to go in case you get lost. But also there's plenty of this stuff going on. Interesting. Yeah, I can't quite put my finger on what it is this reminds me of. The sort of like the aesthetic, the feeling that is evoked by these environments, but it's definitely, it's bringing something to mind. It's sort of just like at the edge of my memory. It's actually kind of annoying not to be able to produce it. Okay, very long way down. Okay, that looks like a sprint jump to me. Just make sure that we're not going to walk off these pipes. Alright, I don't think I needed to sprint. I very nearly overjumped there. I mean, it's really striking. Like almost every direction you look is sort of in the minimalism of it, really striking. Does this go anywhere? No, okay. I don't know if there are secrets or collectibles or whatever, but you know, there could be. This thing seems to be a higher priority. The clouds of projectiles produced by that enemy are definitely a little bit more dangerous. I will say this weapon feels, and this may be the intent because again they want you to be able to focus on the dodging. This weapon feels very basic. Okay, managed to squeak past that. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's missing a little something for me to be doing that's a little bit more skillful. That gives me, you know, opportunities to. I don't know, some extra, like a movement mechanic or a gun mechanic, something. We'll see. There may be a thing introduced yet. Huh. All right. Okay, so the enemies are not necessarily terribly accurate. Like, those shots were not actually a danger to us at all. It's interesting. It's kind of a good thing and kind of a bad thing. When you have to do a lot of... Okay, so there's sliding at least. When you have to do a lot of dodging, You kind of want your enemies to be accurate so that you know that if you move, you are getting out of the way of bullets and not into the way of bullets that weren't going to hit you anyway. It's a little terrifying.
You're handy with a rifle, aren't you? Your records say you grew up in New London. A sinful place, according to the All-Father. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
It's none of your business.
Your transition here was a blessing, really. Anyway, it seems you have a clue from that disconnected about the Shieldbreaker's location. But be mindful. Not everyone you meet in the Abyss will be so kind.
But who is Mother? Constructs have neither parents nor memory of their own creation. Yet their frenzy is such that one must consider the possibility that she is some strange and vengeful deity. One thing's for certain, I hope I never meet her. Karis of Exeter. Interesting. So wait, that's not what I just picked up, though. This is just... There are entries for all the monsters. What did I just pick up? I guess maybe it was the entries for the monsters? I don't know. I suppose I could be doing more sprinting, right? I'm just a little nervous around, you know, all of the huge gaps and everything. Okay. Everything's fine. I always knew I would make it. Had confidence. Every step of the way. That's really scary. Dropping into a place where I can't see the floor at all is bad news. Okay, all right. It's not clear to me. I guess just go this way. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Bunch of dead rawheads already. Darn it. It doesn't seem like there's much in the way really of exploration, or like, you know, it's just, it really is just like walk and follow the line. And while the environments are impressive, and I do think that the voice work and stuff has been good so far, I want there to be a little bit more like play to it, you know? Wow. All right. Entry 56,743. Crystallization. The threads are incredibly fine when crystalline. Each is like a unique strand of DNA. When combined with differing types, the possibilities are endless. Take this shield breaker. The substance, drift, is the same as any other tool. Yet the combination creates a unique explosive effect, an intense combustion, and a beautiful blue hue. We've known this for hundreds of years, of course, but only surface level. I need to think deeper. Each strand is as unique as an individual's identity. No, it is an identity, and right under our noses all this time. In our weapons, machines, wardens. Those lost are not forgotten, it seems. Still, there is work to do. There are new things to create from these identities, new experiments to perform. I need to stop procrastinating and get back to work. Time waits for no one, especially her. Gosh, we have so little information. There's so many gaps in our understanding here. Well, what have we here? Okay. I would like to... how do I... Okay, there we go. Had to hit enter.
Well done, Fawkes. Your sentence has been reduced by 10 days.
Huh.
But don't you try the shield breaker out on those blue energy fields? I'll just locate a disconnection point to bring you back.
Ooh, it sure does bark, doesn't it? Pretty short functional range, though. Yeah, alright. This is compelling. This is a good weapon. We'll see how it fares against actual enemies, of course. Alright, very simple weapon wheel. I mean, I'm doing it. I'm trying.
My connections.
Anomalous signal detected. Canyon District. Scout action requested. Selection begins. Selection completed. Scout 5437. Designation Fawkes. Location Canyon District. Investigate immediately.
Fawkes, we'll have to look at disconnecting you later. I've synchronized the origin location to your objective system, so you should be able to follow where that sound is coming from. Looks like that shield breaker may come in more useful than we thought.
I guess I should have tried opening the door with the shield breaker, right? Alright. So yeah, the shield breaker is very good against the enemies, but it also overheats extremely quickly. Kind of sounds like there's still an enemy alive. Oh, never mind. That ramp does not go anywhere. Oh, nice. Okay, max health is increased. You feel stronger. Yeah, okay, that totally works. Just works on the door. Ah, another one of these. Alright, well.
You! Mother warned me about you! You shouldn't be here! You need to leave!
It's like mother and the Allfather are not really getting along. It's a contentious household. Distance between me and the blessed. Where'd that rawhead go? Ah. Okay, that seems like potentially a problem. I actually really like the to be killed on sight text on everything. Okay, we're starting to see some real patterns, some like interesting stuff. As long as it's just enemies shooting at where you are.
Celebrants are frightful adrift. Rumor has it they were once the aristocracy of the old colony. Now, they're as mindless as the rest.
You know, as long as it's enemies who are pretty much just shooting at where you are, you can always avoid them by just moving, just continuing to move. So we need to see some enemies who are doing some more interesting stuff, and that celebrant gives me some hope. There's a lot of roaring going on. Oh, weird. Just like unpainted wood. It seems so alien in this environment. Alright, hold on a second. Before we do that... never mind. The corridor is... the shape of this pipe is steering me back onto it. I was gonna say, I realized there was like a little offshoot of the pipe there that we didn't actually explore, but never mind. We'll just keep going forward. Entry 1031. The one who answers. Heed the call and descend, and you shall find the answer, the secret, the promise, that great and hallowed message for which humanity crossed this unthinkable distance. The church gives us nothing but whispers, and we are so hungry for revelation. Did you hear it too, love? Did you see the eye in your dreams? And did you wake in the night with the breathless certainty that this was the very purpose for which you were born? When I left you and the children behind, it was an act of mercy. We descend, we clamor, we struggle to be the first, the purest, the one who answers. No flesh or blood could be half as sacred. Regret, they call it, these dark and stinking halls, the secrets within impenetrable, and neither bomb nor prayer could pry that infernal door open. But still we try. We swarm like fervent little insects, scurrying eager on hands and knees, and at last the eye opens wide, and it sees us. And oh, love, we were wrong, we were wrong. You know, it's text that has a certain vibe. It has a certain feeling to it, but for all the meaning we're getting out of it, and for the this sort of just arrangement of nouns and whatever, it honestly could be machine generated. It does remind me of reading books in Caves of Cud just a little bit. Well, this feels safe. Okay, just a little hint. It's hard to say. It's hard to say whether that's going to be whether there's going to be enough meat there for that to be really, really good, but it definitely has a strong feeling. It has strong direction. And that's a good start. It's a powerful start. All right, well, I think that's going to be it for us for this episode, seeing as we reach the end of the demo and everything. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, something perhaps a little bit chiller, a little bit less stressful, and we'll see you then.